right, good morning, Coach. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Just a quick update. You look fabulous. I'm just wondering about your health. How are things?
Yeah, you know what? I think I was lucky. I had, what I deemed to be a head cold. It felt like, anyways, a head cold. Lost my voice for a couple days. But lucky, that I didn't deal with some of the major symptoms that other people deal with.
Well, obviously nice to be back out on the practice ice and be able to yell at other people other than your kids.
Yeah, you know what? It was good. It's what we do for a living. It's what I do. It's what they do. It's where you want to be. It's hard to sit still in the middle of the year. Lucky I didn't have to miss any games, but over the month of December, our team was playing really well, and in every game, winning some games, beating some really good teams, and we wanted to keep rolling. Obviously, this is a real tough situation here. It's touch and go every single day, so we look forward to get back and playing and getting our groove back.
Just one more from me, and that is about the groove. What is your anticipation in trying to get that ramped up to speed the way you had it going before Christmas?
Well, you got to play games. There's no other way to judge it. I mean, you can look good in practice, you can feel good, you can do everything, but at the end of the day, you have to play games. And we're going to try and do everything we can to mimic a game, over the next couple of days here. But, I just think we understand exactly what we have to do to win games, to the letter of the law. We can't go outside of that, or we don't win. And we know that. We've beaten some good teams. So we just know we got to get back to that, and I think we will.
Bruce Garriock, Post Media.
Hey there, DJ. Just wondering what the status of Philip Gustafson is and when he can come out of protocol.
I believe Gus is coming back tomorrow, so obviously he hasn't skated or done anything in 10 days, so it'll take a little bit for him to get up and going, but he'll be at practice tomorrow.
And just having Matt Murray back, he didn't play as much in Belleville as you guys wanted, but what do you hope to see from him?
Well, we just want him to get back to doing what he does, and I think sometimes a mental break is better than anything. Just to get a restart, a refresh. Team will be, playing better in front of him. We got to limit the chances and set him up for some success. So, he's going to get a couple days of practice here, and he'll be ready.
And just one last thing from me, Pierre Durant's going to speak at noon, but if Tyler Boucher does opt to go to junior hockey from college, you've got a long background in the Ontario Hockey League. What can that offer him?
Well, just speaking about the Ontario Hockey League and the CHL, it's the closest thing to the NHL. It's a schedule like the NHL. The way you practice, train, there's more games. So, it mimics the mini NHL. And, so if that is something he, chooses, I've always been a big advocate of the OHL and the CHL.
We'll go to Claire Hanna at TSN.
Hey, Coach. Good to have you back, and I'm happy you didn't have very many symptoms. I'm just circling back to Matt Murray, and just, I know you wanted him to get more games there, and you said it's been a good mental break, but is this the ideal circumstance in having him back?
Well, I think, sometimes we just get thrown right in and just get right back to it. Obviously, he didn't get to skate for 10 days either, so it's not an ideal situation for anyone, but, at some point we knew, he was going to come back and see if we can get his groove back. And, he played a couple games down there. He would have liked to play a couple more, but, that situation doesn't allow it. But he's going to get tons of work here in practice over the next few days. We'll do everything we can to set him up for success.
Hey, DJ, there was one thing I did want to ask about. Just Eric Brancham is back skating. Is there any update on his timetable?
We'll see. We'll look at these practices the next little bit. He's been out for, a good amount of time. He looked pretty good today. So we had a little more battle. Tomorrow will be a lot more battle. So, he'll be in shortly. I'll speak with Pierre, but obviously he needs to get in and play some games. And, unfortunate he got hurt, or he would have, played a lot of these games. But when we think he's ready to go, he'll get back in there.
We'll try Mark Broussard one more time. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, just curious, going forward, do you plan on using that taxi squad that's being allowed now, in these circumstances?
Well, I mean, certainly, I'll speak with Pierre, but, it's there certainly so that if guys test positive, you call guys up and down, but it's also a tool to have fresh bodies. I mean, as a coach, you got to use everything possible to you. So if you're playing, 3 games in 4 nights, 4 and 6, you'll have a few more guys at your disposal depending on waiver eligibility and what have you. So I think, as you've seen last year, teams used those guys a lot. So that you had a lot more fresh bodies. So, I'll let Pierre speak more on that. But, when that group gets together, certainly those are guys that'll be available to us.